Hello guys, news update number 26. So this is an update, but it can be concluded in a way based on your understanding or your knowledge of the issue. So we'll see what happened. There is news going around in international newspapers that Chinese scientists discussed weaponizing of coronavirus in 2015. That is much before this, 5 6 years back. So, what is the truth behind it? What is circulating? And we'll just have a look. Okay, conclusions cannot be drawn without knowing the entire facts and research, but we'll see. So, as per China, the disease originated from the Wuhan market from bats to humans. But now the leaked report is saying something else. So, Chinese military scientists allegedly investigated weaponizing coronavirus 5 years before the COVID 19 pandemic and may have predicted a World War III fought with biological weapons, according to media reports referring to documents obtained by the US State Department. So US State Department has got some documents and that is what is going the rounds. So where it was published first is according to the Sun, the newspaper in the UK, which quoted reports which was released by the Australian, the bombshell documents obtained by the US State Department reportedly show the Chinese People's Liberation Army commanders making the sinister prediction. So it's a document which the US State Department has, which got published in the Australian newspaper, and then it was later taken up by the UK newspaper, and now it has come in the Indian newspapers as well. Okay, if you research, Google the same thing, it will come. Okay, like leaked Chinese virus, it will come. A lot of even Indian Express articles have come, and from there only I've taken most of the data. So the Australian, okay, in that they have mentioned the title of the paper, the unnatural origin of SARS and new species of man-made viruses as genetic bioweapons. Okay, this is the title of the document given, which suggested that World War III would be fought with biological weapons. Now, if you see here, we have mentioned the unnatural origin of SARS. So SARS is nothing but the extreme case of this only. So coronavirus is what? Coronavirus are large family of viruses, several of which cause respiratory disease in humans, ranging from a mild infection like a common cold to the severe acute respiratory syndrome. That is what is the extreme case of coronavirus. Okay, so is this all planned? That is what is the debates and discussions, and like people are taking sides, and that is fine. That is how a debate goes. But you can also take sides, but you have to know the facts first. Okay, what is there in the report? So this is the things mentioned in the leaked report. It is clearly mentioned that a bioweapon attack could cause the MNE's medical system to collapse. Okay, so exactly that is what is happening also now. Okay, so maybe when we read each fact, we feel like okay, maybe this was all planned. Okay, and it even references the work by a US Air Force person. Okay, who actually predicted World War III will be fought with bioweapons. Okay, once upon a time he predicted it, and many books and papers and all were coming during that time in the 90s and 2000s and all. So these are also referred. Okay, in the in this document which I showed you the title, in that these things are also referred. They reportedly boasted the viruses could be artificially manipulated into an emerging human disease virus, then weaponized and unleashed in a way never seen before. Okay, these are lines taken from that report. Okay, so the document lists some of China's top public health figures among the authors and has been revealed in an upcoming book on the origins of COVID titled What Really Happened in Wuhan. So there is a book which is coming up. In that, they are giving more insights to it with the conspiracies and classified research with the name of the authors also. And the shocking thing is the military of China, the scientists in the military, all these peoples are involved. Okay, they are all involved in the authors section of this particular thing, which names you will get to see once this book has come out. So China reported the first COVID case when? In 2019. Okay, that time itself there were reports like some of their doctors and all fell sick with similar kind of symptoms. Okay, that's also a different thing. And China, you know, when something happens there, the news doesn't come out. They don't come in Facebook or they don't come in. They have their own social media, their own news channel, and the government controls the entire people and media there. So everything doesn't come out. But there are leaked reports like many doctors were that time falling sick and dying also. Okay, whoever was involved in this, they started dying one by one. So like that, many news are there. These are all allegations, and we cannot believe it, as I told. But we can only go by the newspaper reports. Okay, so till now, if you see, more than 15 crore people are affected, and more than 32 lakh people have died. So it's a very big thing. If it was done on purpose, then it's like actually the World War itself. Okay, so it's a very serious thing. Now, whether these kind of things have happened in the past, or whether it's humanly possible to actually do this kind of warfare. Okay, bringing pathogens into a country is easy for terrorists actually, since virus sensors are largely ineffective. You cannot correctly find out like whether some person is carrying a virus or pathogen. Okay, so it's simple for a terrorist to unleash a contagion germs can be mixed in powders and aerosol sprays. If you remember, 2001 or I think 99 to 2001 time in USA, the anthrax thing was there, where in envelopes, this kind of white powder were coming, and in that the pathogen was there, and people are getting anthrax disease and getting the extremes of it. So that even in India, I think the postcards and post mails used to come, the envelope thing. So this was a issue which has happened in the past. Okay, so they can be sent by mail on infected envelopes or notepaper. They can be added to the food or city's water supply. They can be released into the wind from a truck, building, or plane. The modern terrorist is highly motivated and educated and holds advanced science and IT degrees. You know, whenever the terrorists and these people are caught, they are having like science degrees and all. Okay, doctorates and PhDs, and these people are brilliant enough to do these kind of things if they want, because many youth are going, including from India, from southern states of India. Many people have went and joined terrorist people, and they are doing things like this. So that way also it is possible. Okay, so if it's humanly possible, the answer is yes. And in the past, do we have examples? In World War II times, if you search for reports, there are many countries who have tried many things. Okay, Germany, Canada, UK, Japan, Soviet Union, USA. They have tried like to weaken the opposite countries or the nations. They have tried spreading diseases. Okay, or maybe the crops they will destroy through some a pest or something is there. Okay, so these are all examples. You can read through it if you see herbicides, something, or crop diseases, plague, cholera, and these are maybe allegations or maybe true. That and all, again, you have to research more, but these are there in quoted in reports. Okay, and after the World War II also, if you see, there is this Eastern Europe press stated that Great Britain had used biological weapons in Oman in 1957. Then China told that USA has engineered a cholera epidemic in Hong Kong. Okay, so Soviet Union, Egypt, anywhere you take this, there have been reportedly things happening in small numbers. Okay, never has been like a thing called corona, which is entire world. That kind of thing has never happened. But there are instances where different countries are telling like they were targeted. Okay, a pre-planned virus or pathogen was put into them, and they were like their system was collapsed. So as per China, as I told, the disease is originating from there. Now to investigate that, now the WHO, after all these things came, WHO sent a person. Okay, this Dominic Dwyer, director of the public health pathology, he was sent there, China, to investigate what happened. Okay, so when he went and told, he is telling it doesn't look like it came from the Wuhan market. Instead, the nearby, there is a Wuhan Institute of Virology, which is actually very near. If you take the map and check, it is very near. So from there, it could have leaked, because there they do all kind of research on all kind of viruses. Later again, different doctors were consulted, and then this Danny Shoham, which is a Israeli biological warfare specialist and expert on Chinese biological warfare capability. So he told like, this institute is part of Beijing's secret bioweapons program. Okay, so these are testimonials from different doctors. Okay, as I told, I can only take this and give you. I cannot come to conclusions. Now, see, hearing all this, even China will be replying. Okay, what they have responded, that also I will show, and then we'll conclude this. So before that, Robert Potter, okay, a cybersecurity specialist who analyzes leaked Chinese government documents, was asked by the Australian. Okay, that paper, they asked the cybersecurity specialist to confirm whether this document is correct or not, or true or not. Was telling the document is definitely not fake. It has been published 2015 only. It has published, or it's come out from China only. So for that, a Chinese professor, okay, he has responded a very big thing. Okay, first thing, they have slammed the newspaper itself and like you are just trying to defame our image, and Chinese names you are spoiling, and all these things. And the response is, an academic book that explores bioterrorism and possibilities of viruses being used in warfare was interpreted as a conspiracy theory by the Australian, which deliberately and malignantly intends to invent pretext to smear China. It is a shame for anti-China forces in Australia to back their own ideology against China at the expense of a basic professional journalistic ethics, conspiring to twist the real meaning of the book. So they are telling it's a book which is doing research. Okay, they are doing general research on biowarfare and bioweapons and all these things. So that book, some paper got leaked, and that they are telling like China is actually planned for a World War III and a coronavirus and all these things. So this is the response which they have given to the people. Okay, so now based on all this, okay, you can tell your comments, because it's a thing which we cannot conclude. So whether China did it on purpose, or it got meaning they were doing something experimental and it got leaked by mistake from the Wuhan lab, or the third one, it actually came from bats, which is from the this thing Wuhan market. So what do you think? You can tell in comment section, because everybody will have their own opinion. Okay, no need to give essays of explanation or copy paste in the comment section, but at least what do you feel? Okay, you can tell. Okay, one stand you can take, or this is what I heard, this is what the other channels have told. You can come and give your comment section. Okay, so I'll come with more interesting videos. Okay, this is just a topic I thought you might be interested in knowing. So whatever was there in the newspaper, I have given you. I'll come with the next session. Thank you and have a nice day.